In this video, we'll cover some questions where colons are introducing appositives. That is a noun that renames an earlier noun. Here's our first example. In the 1950s, novel audio technologies allowed the addition of another instrument. There's our noun, instrument. And to jazz and swing music, colon, the flute. So we have a complete sentence, we have a colon, and then we have the words, the flute. And that replaces this instrument with a more specific version. Here's another example. There was one personality trait they scored particularly high on, colon, openness to experience. So this replaces that one personality trait with the more specific version, the exact personality trait that they were looking for, openness to experience. This one's a little bit longer, but it still qualifies. What had started as a local means of mobilizing support for the Patriot had grown into something far more, colon, and then we explain what that something is that's far more. It's a network. Notice the noun that replaces that earlier noun. And it goes on into a whole noun phrase that explains just what it had grown into. Here's another one. Offers a new explanation for the origin of Earth's continents, colon, and then we give that explanation. Its geological structure is called arcs, so on and so forth, and how they rise and burst through the continental crust above after melting. So notice that after the colon, we have a replacement. We identify more specifically what is this new explanation. Here's another one. Examine the defensive responses of two varieties of the sweet potato plant. And then we put a colon. And we identify those two varieties, TN57 and TN66. So that replaces varieties with the more specific version of two varieties. Here's another one. Have determined why some soil-dwelling roundworms in the southern hemisphere move in the opposite direction when searching for food, colon. And then we explain, well, we have found why. Let's actually state it. They found why this happens, colon. Here's why.